Hi, I'm Titan Capri with Titan in the Morning. Titan in the Morning is a morning wake up to get your day started. We grab our cups, we put a topic in the cup, and we take a sip of what's in that cup. It's a whole lot of peace, love, real topics, and truths. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday and Thursdays. So grab your cup and remember it's a sip and not a slurp. Good morning. I gotta blow it just a little bit, y'all. Good morning. Hey, hold on. Because y'all know what it is, right? Y'all know it's a sip and not a slurp. Y'all come on in. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see all these good mornings coming in. Come on in. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Covered by God's grace said, good morning, Titan and everyone. That's what I'm talking about. All those O's and N and R's and G's. Hey, LeVar Baker, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Carmelita, good morning. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe I got to do a little sip. All right, there we go. Good morning. There it is. Look, y'all know it's Tuesday. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know how we do every Tuesday and Thursday. Y'all come on in, grab your cups. We're going to talk about it today. Today, I got to make a move real quick. So about 8:45, 8:50, I got to get out of here. So y'all bear with me this morning. We're going to go ahead on and get it done and make it happen and all that good stuff. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. The King said, happy Halloween, Positive King. Happy Halloween to everybody, right? Y'all get out there and be your ghosts and ghouls and get your costumes and stuff like that. Now, if y'all get some candy, y'all make sure y'all go on and ship me a little bit, okay? Ship it on over to me because I like a little candy. Y'all know what I'm talking about? All right, good morning. Hey, all right, look. Insta, Facebook, X, because it is not Twitter no more. X, YouTube, Podbean, all of y'all. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen over there. Let me know that y'all are in. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Look, let me tell y'all something. It's a little chilly here in Houston right now, okay? It's a little chilly. But you know what? We good. We good like that. We good. Hey, Julia, good morning. Yeah, y'all come on in this morning. Now, look, y'all do what y'all got to do. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification button, do all of that good stuff. I have put into the comments here. Hold on. Let me make sure. I put into the comments the pop-up shop. Y'all going over to the pop-up shop. Thank you for those that have been over to the pop-up shop. I appreciate you already. Y'all are doing the do. Y'all are making me feel good. And I love it. And I love it. And I love it. But yes, go on over to the pop-up shop and get y'all a little something. Get you a nice little mug. Get you a nice little mug. That's what you do. Get you a nice little mug. Go ahead on. Get you a nice little mug. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to do it, right? We're going to do that. Look, y'all, I don't know what's happening over here, but let's see. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Look like some spammers that got up in. All right, y'all. We're going to make sure we good. All right, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead and make sure that y'all are in, that y'all are good. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. What we're not going to do, we're not going to fret about it this morning. That's what we're not going to do. All right. So, y'all, I got to get moving. I got to get going. Y'all got your cups. Where you from and what's in your cup? Where you from and what's in your cup? All right. Over at the pop-up shop, you can get you a nice little Titan in the morning mug, right? You can get you a nice little Titan in the morning mug. It's what you can actually do. Go on over and get you one so you can sprinkle a little bit into the mug and we can sip out of it. That's what we're going to do. Look, I got to say this. Oh, this coffee is good this morning. Hold on. Oh, now look, y'all know, I know y'all about to ask. Yes, I'm drinking coffee this morning. I'm doing it in moderation. Y'all know I'm watching my sugar. I'm making sure I'm good. Okay, all that good stuff like that. But I'm telling you, I got this coffee this morning because it's nice and crisp outside this morning. and it feels good to me. It feels good. Wait, what did you say? Ah, Julia say this weather is for the birds. Okay. Actually, no, it's not, Julia, because you know they fly south for the summer. Okay. But I know what you're talking about. Because I woke up the other morning and I was like, who turned on the Arctic wind? Like, what's really going on? All right, so y'all come on in. I'm gonna take these glasses off because I want to get into this. All right, come in. All right. Hey, good morning. Good morning. All right. So here's the thing. I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but I want to do it because people have been saying that they've been coming in and they want to know what's going on in the live. Well, what am I talking about? Why am I even doing the live? So here's the thing. It's Titan in the morning. And what we do, we just talk about life. We talk about love. We talk about spirit. We talk about integrity. We talk about all the things that go on in your life, right? And it's from a standpoint of we want to protect our peace and we want to be better in this world. This world needs more love and we don't have enough love. So that's what Titan in the Morning is about. Although we are talking about a lot of things, although we are doing a lot of things here, right? Although we're doing that and making it happen, sometimes what will happen is that people will say, oh, well, you know, Titan, you just talking, you just doing. But I like to think we bring a little bit to the table, get you good, make sure that you are right, and you go forward. Okay. Y'all with me this morning? All right. So what we do is a couple of things here. We're going to breathe and we're going to call it what it is. And we're going to protect our peace and we're going to uplift each other. And we're going to be, you know, in the spirit. Right. But number two, we sip and not slurp. Now, I know some of y'all are saying that it's a slurp. But we are here in Texas and everything is bigger in Texas. So let me demonstrate what this sip is and not a slurp, okay? And it goes like this. Because it's a sip and not a slurp. So for those of you all are saying that it's a slurp, y'all go on with that. In the mornings, we do what we do. So it is a sip according to us. And then number three, right, we're going to say good morning. We're going to come in and we're going to say, good morning. And the reason why we do it like that is because I woke up this morning. Look, you don't have to have everything going right. You don't have to have everything being the best that it can be. But you woke up this morning. You have another day to change it. You have another day to uplift. You have another day to love. You have another day to do something that you didn't have a chance to do yesterday. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? So that's what we do here at Titan in the Morning. Somebody asked the question this morning, and so I said I would explain it. Because look, we all are a village, tribe, gang, and family. Y'all know that's what it is. If you come in, if you joined, if you liked, if you followed, if you subscribed, if you told a friend, all that, come on in. Village, tribe, gang, and my family. Come on, that's what I'm saying. Hey, P, good morning. Good morning. There's a leak. I just felt like sipping again. Okay, look, let me tell y'all. Look. Okay, Pete said morning. Good morning. Covered by God's grace said that's right, clothed in your right mind with the activities of your limbs. You better say it. You better say it. Look, so the topic this morning is breakfast. The eggs are last, right? And I know y'all are probably thinking, because y'all be like, Titan be sitting over there making up stuff, and half the time Titan don't know what he's talking about. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? The topic this morning is breakfast. The eggs are last. My grandmother taught me making breakfast. Taught me how to make breakfast or how to put breakfast together. If I can say that. And she would always tell me that the eggs are last, right? And I never understood that. I never understood why she would say that the eggs are last. Like, what does that mean? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Grandma always had a saying. She always had a saying, right? And so I didn't understand that, but I would be around her and her sisters, and her sisters would always have the same saying because, you know, they're all sisters, but they would always tell me that the eggs are last. So if you've ever made breakfast, if you've ever had someone show you how to cook or how the process is for making breakfast, you understand what I'm saying. All right, y'all follow me. Y'all follow me because y'all already know how we do. Y'all already know how we do. Hey, Willie. Hey, three. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. That's what I'm talking about. Come on in. Come on in. That's what I'm talking about. So my grandmother would say things like, hey, Ken, good morning. Hey, good morning. That's how we say good morning. Yes, that's what we say. With all that, I want all of it because Willie just gave me all the O's and R's and the N's and the G's. That's what we do, right? Look, y'all, we woke up this morning. So let's celebrate in the fact that we woke up this morning. I don't care where you're at and how you feel, you woke up this morning. And that's what it is, okay? Ken said, good morning, Titan Capri. Yes, he's so professional. Good morning, Titan Capri. No, just kidding. Hey, Ken, good morning. Good morning. Sexy Slim 62 say, hey, good morning. How are you doing today? Hey, Sexy Slim, good morning. I am good. I am blessed. I'm feeling good and I am blessed. That's how I am this morning. How are you this morning? Good morning. Yes. Okay. Good morning. Oh, you can contact me any way you want to contact me, right? If you want to put it in the comments, that's fine. If you want to put it in a DM, that's fine. If you want to send me a signal, that's fine. However you want to do it, you send it over to me, right? But so let me go on and start this. I'm gonna take a sip, right? You see, good morning, Titan Capri mug. Good morning. See the mug. All right, I've already put in the pop-up shop. Come on in and let's do it, okay? Hold on. Okay, good and blessed. Amen. All right, Sexy Slim. That's what I'm talking about. Good and blessed. Because it's a sip and not a slurp. Now, y'all look. So the topic this morning is breakfast, the eggs are last. My grandmother would say things like this all the time, right? And I was just wondering, like, what does it really mean? And I'm just like, what? Hey, Ken said, love your presentation last week. Thank you. And that jacket was simply beautiful. Thank you, Ken. I did a little something. Something. Look, y'all, I went to a code red function last week. I'm going to talk about this real quick. And thank you, Ken, for that. I appreciate the love and I appreciate the support and all that you do. I went to this code red event and I wanted to make it different. So here's the thing, right? You all know that I am a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I've been HIV positive for 18 years. I was diagnosed, right, with AIDS, right? So what I've been doing these last couple of years is that I've been making statements, which is for me, but I want people to know that I am not hiding. I am not ashamed. I'm nowhere near that. I am blessed in who I am. I am on purpose. I have my power, my position, and my purpose. And my purpose is to be me. So what I thought was something, it's code red, right? And I normally will wear like the HIV ribbon earrings or something like that. So I decided to put the HIV ribbon on my back. It was made up of 18 ribbons. Oh, and Ken, this is something that I didn't tell y'all. It was made up for 18 ribbons, right? Out of 18 ribbons, 18 HIV ribbons into one big ribbon because it's been 18 years that I've been positive, right? And I'm thriving in my diagnosis. So I have been really intentional about being who I am and how God made me and where I'm at, right? So the where I'm at is important because at one point in my life, I wasn't at this point, right? So now I'm at this point. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to be loud, live, and in color. And I'm going to do what I have to do because I'm proud that I am still here, number one, but I'm thriving in my diagnosis, right? HIV used to be a death sentence for me because I thought I was dying when I was first diagnosed. But I'm 18 years in the game. I'm here. I'm still here. And here's what I think, right? There's somebody out there, right, that needs that. So if I can give them a little zhush, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And then I can do that. But what I believe that I was put on this earth to do was be me 100%, totally authentic. Totally authentic. And that's what I've been doing. So I want to just take a moment because I was intentional about the HIV ribbon being on my back. But What I was intentional about, it was 18 smaller ribbons into one big ribbon, because I've been HIV positive for 18 years, right? Now, although I was diagnosed with AIDS, we still going to count 18 years, right? So people will say all the time, well, it's not AIDS anymore. Well, for me, I was diagnosed with AIDS, right? It's not a trigger for me anymore. It's not a sad thing for me anymore, right? I'm thriving in my diagnosis. I'm doing things that I've never done before. I've been places I've never been. I am in this game, right? But I had to get out of my way first. I had to get out of my way and stop letting people tell me that HIV was my death sentence or my punishment, and that I should be dead or things like that. And then so I do this work, and I was just saying to a friend of mine last night that it's been 4 years that I've truly been in this work. I'm still a baby, if you would, but my impact, right? I didn't understand what my impact was. So me putting that ribbon on my jacket, right? 18 ribbons into one big ribbon meant a lot for me, but it also meant a lot for other people, which I got a lot of messages and comments about the jacket, right? And so it was something simple for me. And I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but who I'm talking to, whoever you are right here, I'm talking to you. There's going to be a time where you want to make a statement about your life and who you are and where you are. And if you are in the right moment and time, I say take it. Take that chance. Do it, because you never know if you'll get this moment again. I didn't know what the actual jacket was going to do, right? But I knew that I had this moment, right, to make a statement. And the statement may have only been for me, right? But y'all know how God works. Y'all know how the Spirit works. It is never just for you. It may start off being for you, but then it would turn to something totally different. And that's what the jacket did, right? That's what the jacket did. Okay, God, covered by God grace. I'm going to show it to y'all. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can. Wait, hold on. Okay, you asking for it, so hold on a second. I will give me a moment, y'all. I'm going to do this. I don't think I've ever done this before, but God grace asked for it, and I want to show y'all what the jacket looked like. So I was saying that I didn't understand what it was going to do, right? But I got so much from it, right? I got so much understanding and so much, and the jacket was nice. And then, I had on a shirt, and I had never done this before. Well, yeah, I have back when I used to perform and stuff, but I had on like a see-through shirt, right? And so that went with it. And then I had the hair pulled up high and all of that stuff like that. And so I was like, I'm doing this for me, right? But I'm also doing it for somebody that's in the back, somebody that's in the nosebleed, somebody that's in the mezzanine. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't had the chance. They haven't had the chance to be who they are or do what they do. And I want to show them that it's possible. Now, my life can't be everybody else's life, and I know that, right? But I'm coming up and I'm talking. So when I got up and I did my presentation, because I did what we call a testimony at the Code Red, I basically said that because of the Truth Project, right, and other organizations like the Truth Project, but on this night in particular, the Truth Project gave me a platform, gave me a space and a place to authentically be me. And so this is what I'm saying. Because of that, I can stand before you. And this is what I said to the audience. I can stand before you, right? And I'm a proud Black gay man who is HIV positive, thriving in my diagnosis. And I say that because people say, oh, you're a survivor. Yes. Long term, yes, I can say that, right? But I'm a thriver. I'm thriving in my diagnosis. There is nothing on this earth that says to me that I have to be quiet, silent, and sit down. Nothing. And now that I'm at this space and this place in my life, now that I'm on purpose, now that I have my power, my position, and my purpose, you better put on some shades, because I'm coming in, light on, beam, and I'm shining. And that's what I think that we need to have in this world. And I know I kind of went, over here, y'all, but y'all know how I am. I don't like the fact that for so many years I hid myself because I was told that I was no good, that I was tainted, that I couldn't live. And so now that I'm able to live, and a lot of people will say, oh, well, now, y'all just taking it to the extreme. It's like y'all just, y'all trying to get the children and y'all trying to change, y'all have an agenda. I don't have an agenda for you. My agenda, if I have one, is for me. On my agenda, it says, live your life, Titan. Live your life. So every time I step out, every time I go somewhere, I'm going to show you my power, my position, and my purpose. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to step on eggshells. I'm not going to be quiet. Those days are done. And I know Ken, and thank you so much for mentioning that. Ken mentioned it and I just unleashed, because I have had people, as in 2023, ask me why. Why? I am a grown man. And you are asking me why I dress the way I dress, why I speak the way I speak, why I'm standing up here talking about HIV and AIDS the way that I do, why I'm advocating. It's 2023. This disease, this virus has devastated us. And the only thing that we can think of is to keep on ridiculing, is to keep on pushing us down, is to keep on having stigma in front of our face, is to keep on doing hurt, shame, and guilt. So I love sometimes how y'all come in and y'all support and y'all push, and I'm thankful for it and I appreciate it. But y'all, there are people out there that are dying because they don't have love. And I know that's a strong statement, but they are dying because they don't have love. You feel me? I'm a hugger. I'm a lover. When I come in, I'm gonna make sure that I make an entrance, but I'm gonna make sure that I talk to you. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna ask you how you doing and all of that good stuff. And you may tell me, Titan, go on about your business. I'll go on about my business, but I'm doing what I'm on purpose for, right? I believe that we all are in control of the love that we have. And it doesn't have to be love for a husband or a wife. It doesn't have to be love for a family member. It could just be love of life. I show up. And this is something that I told Kevin with the Truth Project, right? Because it was Code Red. I told Kevin, I said, what I'm going to do, and this is where it is born. I'm going to show up. I'm going to talk my ish. I'm going to make sure you know who I am, right? And I'm going to look good. And I'm going to smell good. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be cute. And I'm going to smell good. Because y'all know I'm all about smells. But this is part of who I am, right? I come into a room, I danced. I had a good old time. It's been a long time since I danced. Y'all, I'm going to get to the topic. But what I want you to do, I want you to not be just on this earth. What I want you to do is thrive in who you are. Every aspect of who you are, the good, the bad, the indifferent. There's always a way. There's always another way to look at it and to see it. And people tell me all the time, Titan, you always so, happy-go-lucky. You always this, because I don't believe. I done been through some ish. Y'all, I done been through some stuff. I done been to the brink of death twice. And it wasn't my time. You feel me? God told me, shut that up. Shut it up. I know you hurting right now. I know you aching. I know your bones are, pop locking and dropping. I know. But I got something for you. So stop asking me to let you go to sleep and not wake up. Stop asking for me to let you leave this earth because you are ashamed and you feel guilt and all of this stuff and stigma. Stop asking me that. What I want you to do, I want you to get up because I got something for you. 18 years ago, that's the word that I heard. And it took almost 14 years for me to truly get to the space and the place, right? To understand what my purpose is. And ever since then, I've been kicking tail and taking names and not looking back. But do you understand what that is? 18 years ago, God said, shut up. Now, y'all, this is how my God talked to me. I don't know how your God talk to you, but it's how mine talk to me. Shut up. Stop asking. Stop asking, bruh. If you don't stop popping that noise, me and you gonna have a problem. Okay. Okay. I'm not done with you yet. You still got work to do. I didn't know what that was. It took me 2 years after that diagnosis to even stand up on my feet and to understand. It took me almost 14 years before I told anybody what was truly going on. It took me 7 pills down to 2 to be okay with knowing the fact that I'm HIV positive for life. It took me how many years to just be somebody, right? To stand up and not feel like I am a demon. I'm tainted. I'm nasty. It took me years. So now when I stand up, so now when I walk into the place with a little something extra, the HIV ribbon, now when I come into a space, you already know who I am. But if you don't, I'm going to remind you. And the reasoning behind it is because my God, my spirit told me the muzzle is off. You better speak loud and proud, and you better show up and show out every chance you get. Those were the words. It wasn't, oh, just come in and be quiet and stand in the back like I used to. It's now. You and your purpose now, bro. Remember I told you all those years ago that I had something for you? This is it. Now it's time for, like I used to perform, right? I used to get on that stage and I'd be nervous. But when that beat dropped, you couldn't tell me nothing for the next 4 or 5 minutes. I'm finna give you a show. I'm finna jump up and down. I'm finna lean and hit the ground. I'm finna do all the stuff that I normally would do, right? I'm finna go through the audience. I'm finna play. I'm finna touch and feel. I'm finna do all of that because I'm an entertainer. God said, this is your purpose. You are on that marquee, right? When that beat drop, you perform, but you perform authentically. And so, y'all, that's where I've been. That's where I've been. So thank you, Ken, for mentioning that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because a lot of times we don't know the impact that we have. And Ken just mentioned the jacket, but Ken said, I love your presentation. Ken heard me, right? That's one person. But it wasn't just Ken. I got a lot of messages and I got a lot of DMs and things like that that was telling me, thank you for doing it. Even while I was still there at the Code Red, they said, Titan, thank you for what you do. And the crazy part is I'm just living my life, thriving in my diagnosis, proud of who I am. I'm being exactly who God made me and being where the universe placed me. You feel me? Y'all, I didn't expect that to go that route this morning, but I let the spirit use me. However, I'm obedient to the spirit, but I want to do that. But this is what I want to do because Covered by God, Grace asked, and then Ken mentioned it. I'm going to show y'all this jacket. We're going to show it live. I'm not going to show y'all a picture. I'm going to bring the jacket. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me just a moment. Hold on. Hold on. I know y'all can still hear me. I got to go to the closet to get it, but y'all can still hear me. Hold on. Uh-oh. All right. So here's the jacket. Here's the jacket. Y'all see it? So what I did was I did 18 ribbons. 18 ribbons. Okay, I'm trying to flatten it out. So it looked a little different on my back. But I'm trying to flatten it out. This is the whole jacket. Right? It's the whole jacket. And this is what the jacket was. But the significance of the jacket is that it's 18 ribbons, signifying my 18 years of being HIV positive. Now, I say HIV positive, right? Because that's what we say, right? That's what we do. But then not only that, I had a red see-through shirt on under it. And then I also had on some red shoes, right? And I had pulled my hair all the way up as far as my crown could go. I put up as high as it was. It kind of fell throughout the night, but That's what it is. And that's what Ken was talking about there, y'all. So I wanted to make sure that I showed y'all that, just so you know what that was, right? And so I'm thankful for everything that I've done. I'm thankful for the Truth Project and Code Red, and being able to speak and give a testimony during the actual event. And so that was what it was. So y'all know I'm always going to bring it in, right? So the topic today, and we're going to put Code Red and bring it into the topic. Breakfast, the eggs are last, right? So y'all, I'm gonna be out of here by 8:45, 8:50. So y'all bear with me. So my grandmother used to always say this all the time. My grandmother taught me about making breakfast, right? That there were things that go into the breakfast, right? That will take some time to cook. Y'all with me? Okay, y'all follow me on this. I'm gonna bring it back around. Take some time to cook, but the eggs will always last, right? The eggs are a big part of your breakfast, right? And this is when we were children and things like that, right? Now you know they got egg whites and you don't want to eat the yolk and but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give y'all old school country hood breakfast, right? So my grandmother used to always make the breakfast, and so I would always want to help. So she would show me how to make certain things, how to bake certain things and stuff like that. But in the breakfast, she would always say that the eggs are last. And I would say, well, Grandma, well, why the eggs got to be last? Because I want to cook the eggs now like that. But what we don't understand is that the eggs cook faster than the other items that are in the breakfast. The grits, the toast, all of this other stuff like that, right? The sausage, bacon, whatever it is that you may have. The eggs, and now you can cook the eggs slower, but you always cook the eggs last so that they are hot, right? They're hot. Nobody wants cold eggs. And so my grandmother used to always say this all the time. And she was like, when you get older, you'll understand. And it was in this diagnosis that I had, right, that I didn't understand that I was breakfast, right? I had all of these different items on my plate, but I was waiting for the eggs. The eggs was the main thing because everybody loved eggs, right? Back then, right? Everybody loved eggs. You used to put some ground meat in it. You could put some cheese in it. You could do whatever you wanted to, scramble them hard, sunny side up, whatever you wanted to do. And people loved that. You could dip your toast into it and all that good stuff, right? And then my grandmother would always say, okay, what? So I want you to make the eggs, right? But I want you to wait. So I'm standing there waiting. I'm waiting. I get to make the eggs. I get to crack them. I get the shell in it. Get to pick the shell out because I'm trying to like do what I do. And it took me a while to learn how to crack an egg without getting the shell in it, right? It took me a while to learn how to hold an egg. It took me a while to understand that an egg is a lot stronger than what you think it is, right? It took me some time to do that. Breakfast, the eggs are last, right? Now, just because the eggs are last, it doesn't mean that the eggs are not important to the breakfast. It doesn't mean that the eggs are not a sturdy part of the breakfast. Although they may be the most delicate, it doesn't mean that, right? So here's what I'm saying this morning. You are breakfast, and sometimes your purpose is the eggs. Sometimes your purpose have to come in last so you can understand what it is. You got to go through some things, right? You got to prep. You got to understand what's for breakfast. You got to do all of that. And then when you start making breakfast, you wait till the very end to bring the eggs in, but the eggs complement the breakfast, right? You feel me? The eggs are delicate. You don't want to do that. You may drop some shells into the eggs. You may not know how to crack the eggs, but once you get it in and you get it done and you get it part of the breakfast is complete. You are breakfast. You are breakfast. And I don't know who this is for this morning, whoever this is right here. You cannot have breakfast without you. You are the eggs. Sometimes you being you comes last. You got to go through some ish. You got to be through some ish. You got to understand some ish. You got to fall. You got to get up. You got to dust yourself off. You got to do all of these things before you complete the breakfast. And sometimes you are eggs. You are delicate, right? You are delicate, but you're much stronger than you look. Everybody always say, oh, handle the eggs with care, like that. But if you think about it, you get all the eggs in together and you put a carton on top of a carton and another carton on top of that, them eggs hold those cartons, right? You may bump against something and the egg don't necessarily crack. You feel me? Breakfast, life, breakfast, but you are the eggs. Your purpose is the eggs. Sometimes it comes along at the end because you got to go through some crap in order to understand what the eggs represent. I could not have been there. So my grandmother would say, breakfast, the eggs are last. Okay, grandma, I'm sitting here waiting. The grits is done. The biscuits are done. The whatever the other meat is, whether it's bacon or pork chops or whatever it is, they are pretty much done. And then she says, okay, now make the eggs. And I get the eggs and I crack them because, you know, we got a big family. So I crack about 5 or 6, right? I put the seasoning on them, right? I turn the fire up to like 3, you know, because it cooks really good at that point. You don't want to turn it up to 4 because 4 may burn it or 4 might scorch the eggs. But you mix the eggs up. So it's a difference, right? If you're doing the eggs separately, you do it separately. You do it like that. If you're doing this, you do it this way. But so what I was doing, I was going to scramble them, right? And I wanted to scramble them with some cheese. And my grandma used to do like tomatoes and stuff like that. And I love tomatoes, right? Y'all see how excited I'm getting right now? So I was just like, yes, indeed. So I'm up there, right? I whip it all up. I put the seasoning in, and then the butter is in the skillet, and the butter is melting and it's sizzling. And then my grandma said, wait. Okay, now I put those eggs in and I pour the eggs out the mixing cup, pour it into there, and then the eggs go all over the pan. And then my grandmother would say, just hold on a second. So I'm like, let me get it. Let me get the spatula. Let me start doing it. Hold on a second. My grandmother was waiting for the right moment. Then she said, okay, now scramble. I was like, wait, why I need to wait to scramble? Because I can scramble. But the heat had to be right, right? The eggs had to be hardening in the right speed and in the right space. It had to be right. And then once I started scrambling, I understood. So all these years later, and my grandmother passed away last year, but all these years later, I still remember that, right? Breakfast, the eggs are last. You are eggs. You may look as if you are weak or you don't have it. You can't speak on it. You can't do that. But you are more powerful than you know. The 3 P's, power, position, and purpose, right? You are powerful. Even though you are eggs, eggs serve a purpose. They serve a purpose. So do you, right? And sometimes you have to understand what purpose the eggs are serving. So you got to let everything else go first. Y'all caught me? You got to let everything else go first because in breakfast, the eggs are last, right? Everything else cooks. Everything else holds heat differently. The eggs will get cold really quickly if you leave them out like that. But I got to get the eggs while they hot. Take them out the skillet and put them on the plate while they hot so you can go. The table is already set. You got your family and your friends. You have your village, your tribe, and your gang and your family. Y'all with me? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Right? In breakfast, the eggs are last. We sometimes feel that we are weak, right? That we are very much not strong enough. We feel that we don't have power because we are eggs. And we feel that just because you tap on us, we will crack. And all of the goodness will come out, right? Eggs are much stronger than you know. You are much stronger than you know. People have been telling you for years that you don't deserve, that you are not worthy, that you shouldn't be here. People have been telling you for years that you are dumb, that you don't know nothing. That people have been telling you for years that you are less than a human. People are telling you that you will never get there. You will never be there. But I want to tell you today that in breakfast, the eggs are last. The eggs are more powerful than you know. The eggs complement the breakfast. The eggs are stronger than you know because I can tap it. You feel what I'm saying? And it doesn't crack. I got to hit it at a certain point in a certain way for it to crack. But let me tell you, just because you crack, that doesn't mean that you are bad, that you don't deserve life, you don't deserve love. You crack. All that goodness that you got in there, it's time for it to shine. It's time for the world to see it. It's time for you to show who you are. Remember what I said. I don't walk into a place or space anymore and go to the back of the room. I walk in, and not because I'm full of myself, because I'm in position. I'm in position. My power is there. I am who I am. I'm who God made me. I'm where the universe placed me. My power is there. But I'm in position now. It's not about me anymore, but it's always about me. But it's not about me in the whole totality of who I am and why I'm still on this earth. Y'all get me on that? Because I'm in position now, and I'm in purpose. So when I come through, the little things that I did, the jacket, the HIV ribbon, it makes a difference to me because I hid for so long. God's told me, bruh, shut up. Stop asking. Because I got something for you. You are going to make a difference down the road. Did I think it was going to be 13 or 14 years later that I get to my purpose? And still, when I got to it, I still didn't think that it was my purpose. Y'all feel me? Breakfast, the eggs are last. Just because the eggs are last, that don't mean that they don't serve a purpose. That don't mean that they don't connect the dots. That don't mean that they don't dot the I's and cross the T's. Anytime you have breakfast, it's always eggs involved. Is it not? That's my point. That's my point this morning. I don't know who this is for this morning, but whoever this is right here, this is for you because it's also for me. I believed because I was fragile. I believed because I was told. I believed because I was cracked that I didn't deserve anything that God had for me. I didn't understand why the Spirit kept putting me in these places. I didn't understand why my conviction was so strong in being who I am. And I have friends. I have people around me. I have, and I say friends, y'all know I don't like the gay straight stuff. I have friends, right? But for all intensive purposes, let me speak on that, right? I'm friends with everybody. I don't have to differentiate who you are and what you are. There used to be a time that I would sit over, what's up, dog? Bump that. Some days I may feel like I want to Some days I may want to put the hat up, put it to a crown. Some days I may want to let it down. Some days I may want to talk about, some days I may want to be like, what? You know, whatever it may be. But I deserve to be who I am, period. And if you don't like it, if you don't want it, if you don't want to be around it, then that's on you. And I have to be okay with that. Everybody's not going to be my friend. Everybody is not going to love me. Everybody is not going to accept the fact that I am who I am. And when I walk into a room, I don't have no problem telling you that. Everybody's not going to accept that. And I understand that. But there should never be a point to where you are not living your life. Your life is precious. It's special. You were not a mistake. You didn't just get here by just getting here. There's a reason that you are here. Yes, and crap is going to happen. But with breakfast, the eggs are last. Sometimes your purpose, those eggs, come last. And sometimes you got to crack them yourself in order to get the goodness out of them. But have you ever thought about it? Eggs, you pair it, you match it with something else. Steak and eggs, pork chopping eggs, right? Come on. Like you pair it with something else. How would you like your eggs? Over easy. Okay, come on, pancakes. I see you over there, Supernova. Hey, good morning to y'all. I see y'all comments. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I see you over there, Supernova. Quad Thread said, good morning. Okay, drop it. Beautiful. Covered by God's grace. Okay, good morning. Hey, Identity Professor. Good morning. Yes, indeed. So you always have eggs paired with something. So this morning, when I talk about breakfast, the eggs are last. The eggs are last, but they are not least. They can carry that plate. They can carry that plate. But you have to understand what the eggs are there for. Why are they there? And why are they last? Because my grandmother used to say that the eggs are no good when they're cold. Are no good when they're cold. So you make everything else and then you put the eggs on the plate last because the eggs complements everything else. The eggs holds the plate up. The eggs completes the plate. You are the eggs. My purpose came after I had been through some ish, the eggs. My purpose shown to me after I've been through some stuff, the eggs. But my purpose told me, right? My purpose showed me that I had to crack it in the right place at the right time in order for all the goodness to come out. Eggs. I'm the eggs. You feel me? This morning, I want you to take a moment and understand that you are the eggs. Just because they're last on the plate, it doesn't mean that you can take anything away from the eggs. You are the eggs. But I'm going to throw this in real quick and then I'm getting out of here, right? The eggs had to go through a whole lot to get to you for that breakfast. Y'all follow me? Eggs had to go through a whole lot to get to you for that breakfast. Don't discount the eggs. Where did they come from? How were they incubated? How did they hold on, right? Were they refrigerated? What happened? And then when you get the eggs, you know how it is. Eggs and bread, you know if somebody get the bread or the eggs, you don't want them to smush that. You don't want to do this, all that good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So you take care of the eggs. You carry the eggs. You make sure the eggs are good. You feel me? And then in breakfast, the eggs are last. My grandmother used to say all the time, baby, don't make the eggs first because you don't want no cold eggs. You want that spirit. You want that purpose to be hot so they can taste it. You want them to taste all the seasoning. You want them to do that. Now, you can rewarm eggs, but for all intents and purposes, you want the eggs fresh. You want them just like that. And that's how you are. You had to go through some things in order to get on that plate. And just because you are eggs, it doesn't mean that you are bad, that you are nasty, that you are someone that doesn't have power or purpose or position. You have all of those things, but you got to understand what type of eggs you are. Are you over easy? Are you scrambled with cheese? Right? Are you poached? Right? You know what I'm saying? Are you on Easter Sunday? Are you boiled and then dipped in color? Like, what type of egg are you? But for this morning breakfast, the eggs are last. I had to go through some stuff on that plate, that breakfast plate. I had to go through some stuff to understand how I am eggs and how I complement that plate. Okay. Sue, that's what I'm talking about. I'm over easy. I like a little over easy every now and then because I like to break the yolk and put my bread in it. So I like a little something like that. Right? But I want to thank y'all this morning. Thank you, Ken, for mentioning that. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. But what we're talking about is breakfast. The eggs are last, right? The eggs are last. You can be eggs. You are eggs. But that doesn't mean you don't have power, position, and purpose. Y'all know I always go back to the 3 Ps. Eggs complement that, right? Eggs are great. This was a lesson learned that my grandmother taught me how to make breakfast. But it was a life lesson that I didn't understand when I was a child because I didn't get it. But as an adult, oh, wait a minute. Right. So I'm eggs. I got to go through some stuff to get to you. But then I got to understand how I complement the plate. Everything else. You feel me? Whew. Look, y'all. Y'all know I'm obedient to the Spirit. And the Spirit just told me to go with what I know, right? I had the topic this morning, and then Ken made a mention of it, and we talked about Code Red and all of that, and it was supposed to happen this way. And this is what I want to say to you all as I get out of here. Love yourself in the moment. I don't know if nobody told you today, yesterday, last week, last month, or last year, but I love you right where you're at in this moment. Love yourself in this moment. You will have another moment, but you won't have this one. I will have another Code Red, but I wouldn't have had that Code Red. You feel me? I will have another moment to shine. I will have another moment to pop and to be and to show up and show out, but I won't have that moment. If it's for me, then it's for me. I'm going to make sure that I show up. So this morning, as every morning that I'm on with you all, I love you right where you're at in this moment because you showed up and you showed out. You supported, you liked, you followed, you shared, you subscribed. You did all of these things for me. You don't have to ask me for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. But I want to tell you something. Take these arms of yours, and if you can't do it physically, do it mentally, emotionally, and wrap these arms around yourself and tell yourself, I love you in this moment, in this very moment, flaws and all. There's no reason for you not to love yourself in this moment. We need more love in this world, but we need more love of self to start with, right? I love you. Y'all take them arms and squeeze yourself real tight. And if you got to moan with it, then you moan. Y'all, 18 years ago, I begged for death. 18 years ago, I begged for it. And God said, bruh. Shut it up. Stop all that. Stop. I'm not done with you yet. I didn't put you on this earth to take you out of here before your time. You got work to do. And I'm telling you all today, you have work. Your purpose has shown itself to you. Your purpose is adjacent. You are purpose adjacent. Love yourself and start letting that purpose in. Love yourself and start letting that purpose in. You are purpose adjacent. You've seen the purpose. The purpose that said, hey, and went back in. Hey, went back in. You know how you have those blinders on like you're a horse in a parade, right? The horse can't look left or right, but your purpose has shown you left or right what you are here for. You just got to open yourself up and understand what that purpose is. The eggs are last, but you are part of breakfast. Somebody said protein. Somebody said the main course, eggs. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Good morning. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here. So what I want to do one more time, I'm going to say this. This will be the last time that I ask. So going forward, I think maybe I may ask one more time, maybe Thursday. But I'm looking to add a third day to my lineup, to my roster. I have Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm looking to add a Saturday or a Sunday. As of late, I've asked everybody, and Sundays is winning by landslide, right? But I do see that a lot of people are coming in with Saturdays. So I want to say to you all, if you put it in the comments, send me a message, Saturday or Sunday for the next day to add to my roster, right? Now, here's the thing. It'll be a Saturday kind of laid back vibe, maybe go down to the beach type of thing, or it'll be a Sunday fun day or a Sunday Super Soul Sunday, like Ken said about Oprah. It might be something like that, right? So Saturday or Sunday, what would be the best day for me to add to my roster, right? Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturday or Sunday. Okay, that part, right? Oh yes, yes indeed. The lives are able. So look, y'all. I'm everywhere. I'm on all social media, right? Facebook. If you go to uh, on TikTok, I think you go to the Live Center. I think you can look at past lives, I believe, right? But I'll replay them. Most of my lives are on my page, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Insta, things like that. So you can go over and check them out. I do know for sure that they are on YouTube, right? So you can get that. And yeah, but y'all go check it out. And thank y'all so much. And I miss you too, Nana Hen. I miss you too. I most definitely will do that. I will replay it and get all that in. So thank y'all so much. Let me go ahead on. I got to get out of here. I got a meeting. And I appreciate y'all. And so until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Remember, power, position, and purpose. You are who you are. You are who God made you, and you are where the universe placed you. All right. Until next time, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Peace and blessings. Bye. Hi, I'm Titan Capri with Titan in the Morning. Titan in the Morning is a morning wake up to get your day started. We grab our cups, we put a topic in the cup, and we take a sip of what's in that cup. It's a whole lot of peace, love, real topics, and truths. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday and Thursdays. So grab your cup and remember it's a sip and not a slurp. Good morning.